Hey guys, it's Thick Baloney here. Um, Another day of holding myself accountable. Today is a very interesting day. Um, there was some things about food, some things about this evening, and some things about moving forward, going on to the next day. Today, I got the Bussies thermal tumbler. It's a tumbler, and I'm drinking some yogi tea. I believe it's a honey lavender blend and it's got some stress relief leaf blends in there. I didn't really get too deep into what what was there. Message on the tea bag says, "We can always start again." And I started thinking to myself, like, how did that relate to me today? And, I just made this tea piping hot. Probably won't be able to drink it for like another 2 hours, honestly. This thermal is actually pretty crazy. Thermos, tumbler. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, so today, what had happened was this. I realized that my groceries were low. So, I felt a little bummed out that that I needed to go grocery shopping. Now, I think that that pretty much just came from out of laziness and maybe like an overall thing of funds being pretty low at the moment. So yeah, I was bummed out because I needed more food for the house, and at my job, um, we have the option of all going to get lunch together, and fortunately for me, my job pays for it. Um, but we had I had to go home and let my dog out. And I also needed to load up this heavy punching bag that I'm selling via Facebook Marketplace. So I had some things to do. So no free lunch. Slash respawn. Abilities at home. So these two things automatically, and I didn't really have the biggest breakfast. These two things automatically pretty much made me feel that, I have to do this thinking. Oh, I can't just take it easy. I have to go and do things I don't want to do. Uh, so yeah, I was cranky. I was definitely hangry. That's for a fact, and I think that those two factors were causing me to, just kind of need a moment for myself. But in the end, I took care of what I needed to do. So, kind of going back about yesterday is, being happy about what I have at home. So, simple life style. Oops. For grumpy days. Oops. Yeah, so I just kept in mind I have food at the house, so that's a positive. It's not a lot of food, but there is food. So if I wanted to be lazy and not go out and get groceries or anything like that, I can enough to hold over. Yeah, there's enough to hold me over. Like, I have chicken and rice here. I have my peanut butter and my rice crackers and my protein powder. I still have like my essentials that I was talking about yesterday, but I was just like, I don't really feel like washing the rice. I don't really feel like getting the cooked frozen chicken out and microwaving it. I don't feel like doing those things, so I didn't. I didn't feel like doing that. But I knew that somebody is wanting to buy a purchase, and I'm trying to sell something to someone, and so I went outside of myself and just kind of took care of my responsibilities. I could tell that like the food was kind of getting to me because there was no free lunch. Um, yeah, I do get tired of what I eat at home when there's like I run out of a sauce for the chicken, or there's not enough vegetables to go with the rice and chicken, that kind of thing. And so, yeah, there was a lot of negative factors around food, so I kind of went outside of the food. So I changed my thinking process, and went to thinking about my responsibilities. Like it was something that I needed to take care of now to get my mind off of it. So I just took care of what I could. Slash, um, let's say, getting things done. Hmm. Hmm. Getting things done, like, obviously, eating sometimes can feel like a chore. You have to figure out what you're gonna do to eat, how long are you gonna stretch it, and then the whole self confidence thing behind it as well is like, oh, what I make isn't good enough. It's not McDonald's. It's definitely not any type of fast food whatsoever, and it's not the Holy Grail, which is Burger King. So, with that being said, just I just kind of took my mind off of it, focused my mind on something else, and my girlfriend ended up slicing me some apples. Very grateful for that. She's sharing the food with me. I'm very grateful for that. She's a vegetarian, and she doesn't have a lot of options, so I try not to pry. Even though some of her snacks are thebomb.com, let me tell you. So, with that being said, I was grateful that, even though I had a little bit of an attitude not being able to go out and have free lunch, I was very happy and very grateful for my girlfriend not only buying me coffee and a muffin this morning, but also cutting me up an apple. So I'm going to try and do something special for her tonight as a means of thank you. I'm very grateful. I have gratitude towards my future wife someday. So, uh, yeah, I started thinking about people and, you know, how I'm helping someone and how someone's helping me. How good it feels to help others. So, yeah, I started, and I guess you could say, happy for so how good it feels to help others, and happy for outside help as well. Like it's very important. Surrounding yourself with people around you that are there for your lowest of times. And don't switch up when you're at your greatest of times. So yeah, it was nice to feel this, and even in the moment, like this isn't going to be every time. This isn't something that happens just right away immediately. This took like towards the end of the day. actually, pretty much, to be 100% honest with you right now, in order for me to actually get to that. So, yeah, I get to go grocery shopping. Because I am selling my gym equipment, I get to go grocery shopping, okay? As much as I want that to pay off my debt, as much as I want it for more pens or journals or coloring markers for drawing or more music equipment, you name it. It doesn't matter. Like, I get to eat. So, um, I get to go to the food store. Yeah, get to go to the food store. If you were here yesterday, look, the T mark is gone. You know, it dried up. I don't know if I'll be able to do another T mark for today. I don't even think that the color is any different. The pea flower, I mean the butterfly pea flower. I think I'm saying that right. It's a blue tea. It's blue. Um, so it was pretty cool at making like a little bit of a darker color here. Really cool in a white mug. It's very vibrant. I've never seen it make my teeth or my tongue blue, but next time I'll keep an eye out for it. I might even put a raspberry Jolly Rancher in there. But yeah, this was pretty much the day. Like, I was like, oh man, I can't go out to eat. And then guess what? I'm at home. I finally get home from work, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself about fast food. And I'm not having the same urges that I've had before. So my relationship with food is changing for the better. Yeah, my relationship with food is changing for the better. And like I used to crave, and I'm not even craving anymore. I mainly just like want to be able to know that I have an abundance of food, but an abundance of good food. Like to know the difference between um like I'll give you an example here. When I ate fast food, so I guess I can make this a new segment. This is pretty much the core of what today was here. Um, for the most part. So yeah, I can. I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, no. This is simple. This is simple. It doesn't have to be all that complicated here. Um, Story time. Here, can I draw a book? Little little book drawing. Oh my goodness. So story time. Very simple. Very simple story here. So, uh, we're gonna do this in a sense of like a battery, you know. So you have good batteries and bad batteries. So we have the positive this is what I'm gonna call the bad battery. This was the bad battery here. So the positive of this battery was fast food, right? But the negative of the fast food was feeling hungry later. And this was like a very bad feeling. It sucked to eat, to gorge myself. I'm telling you, like eating several single large meals for myself. Several of those meals. And then waking up the next day still feeling hungry. Terrible. I hated that feeling. So, and this is the good battery here. So, the positive is healthy food or just less processed food, right? And I'm gonna, you see how short this one is? I'm going to make this battery longer here. Look, I'll even end up over here. This is the negative, and this is the positive. Healthy food. You see that? Simple. Whenever I ate fast food, in a very short amount of time, I would feel hungry again, and the feeling would go away. I'm spending another $40 at a fast food joint. You know, I'm spending another $20 on beer, and I'm feeling hungry and terrible the next day. But whenever I eat healthy food, along with my occasional drinking, I've cut back quite a bit. Very proud. This is like the first 12 pack in a long time that would like last a week. Um, when I'm eating this healthy food, I get to this point where it's like, oh, right here, I'm full. I'm full. It's like the distance here. We could say that this is um, let's see, I eat the food and then like I wake up in the morning. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say that this was 8 hours, right? So we ate at 6 p.m. and then like the next morning I was super hungry. Super hungry. Like that kind of hungry where you're like feeling sick. But when I eat healthy food, let's say I eat at 6 p.m. here, I can sometimes go until lunch when I need to eat again. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's very simple. I mean, everybody's different. You got to figure this out for yourself. I'm just holding myself accountable for this. That every time I ate fast food, I would immediately feel hungry because in my mind, like, oh my goodness, I just ate 3 extra large meals from a fast food joint. I need to go and and now I'm waking up the next day and I'm hungry again. I want to eat the breakfast versions of that fast food joint. Insane. Insane. But when I eat healthy, and like look, I eat dinner at 6, right? Eat dinner at 6 p.m. of something like chicken and rice and vegetables, right? I'm set until like the next day, and my breakfasts are small. I'm not eating for 3 for my breakfasts anymore. And then and then like I'm not even all that hungry and it's lunchtime. I'll have a protein shake. I'll just have a protein shake. And that has worked so far. It's some days are better than others. I feel like today was a little bit of a struggle because I was tired. I decided to take a little nap and then I woke up from it and I'm like, okay, now I can go back out there and do something. So it's all about your energy. Keep like be keep an eye out on your energy, okay? Because like if you don't have the energy to do something, then you're probably not going to be able to give your best effort at that, you know. And where do you get your energy from? Your food, your sleep, what you consume for content, and the amount of activities that you're doing, and the environment that you're in. You want to see where some areas are lacking. Like, oh, I went to bed late. My puppy woke me up very early this morning. So yeah, I don't really have have the energy to study for 2 hours and then go to the grocery store and then cook my food. I don't have the energy for that. So I went ahead and I took my nap. I'm not studying today because I've been studying for like 2 hours consistently for about 4 days now. So I'm taking a break from that. Gonna play me some video games. Gonna get me a little six pack, and you know, hey, okay, yeah, it's the Friday. I'm still getting over this cognitive actual battle here of my emotions, right? So this to keep it simple emotions. Oh gosh. All right. So I guess you could say that these are like triggers or whatever, but this is how it goes. It's like the whole week. So Monday through Thursday, I'm fine. Fine with what I have in the house. Fine with drinking water, right? I'm totally fine. But then Friday happens. Friday happens and it is a rush to have fun. But you see, this fun was unhealthy. And because it was unhealthy, and it was unhealthy, and I didn't know this. So how can I make this last the whole weekend? Last all weekend. We'll do it like that. So I then uh, buy junk, and then it starts all over again for each Friday. I rush to have fun. I get something unhealthy. Want it to last all weekend, so I buy junk. Like I rush to have fun. It's unhealthy fun. I want it to last on all weekend, and then I buy junk, right? And uh, yeah, we can say that for Saturday. Uh, this is how my life would be. Like when I would just spend money on junk, chips, fast food, sodas, bottles of alcohol, 12 packs of beer, um, fast food, food that was ordered out, food that's 30 minutes away from my house that I'm having DoorDashed. Like this was it. And then it's like when I get back to, I only really give myself one day to cut back, you know. And you got to understand that like during this Saturday and Sunday, I'm already thinking that the weekend's over. So everything has to happen on Friday. That's a lot of pressure, especially if you have to study and get chores done around the house. But the more unhealthy stuff that you have, the more it's going to cause brain fog. And then what sort of happens is the party, the partying or having fun, I'm not really going anywhere, I'm just at home, can kind of creep into my Sunday. And then, yeah, Sunday may be like 2 or 3 beers. Oh, one more last fast food meal. One last fast food meal. And then I'm going to go back to this. To this right here. I'm just going to be a little sad about it. Well, I'm going to complain. Trust me, I'm going to complain. I'm going to be complaining in my head. It's going to be hell to get back. It's going to be hell to get back to being fine. Because I complicated the whole schedule. That was fine. I was on a roll, but I deserve a reward. My reward is being 200 pounds again. Last time I was 200 pounds, I was 11 years old. Last time I was 200 pounds, I was 18 years old. I need to get back to 200 pounds. I know I can. Not based off of metabolism or genetics this time, but actually hard work, because your body starts dying after 25. So yeah, this is the new simple emotions. So like happy, simple emotions. Right. Boom. Boom. I've been fine. I've been doing just fine. Just fine. Doing just fine with, like, it goes back. It goes back to this right here. Look, you're just fine when you eat at home. You're just fine when you eat at home. You're just fine. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay to eat at home. You know. You're fine when your money's not going all over the place. So, chilling at home slash cleaning home. You'll be happy with both of those things. Chilling at home, cleaning home. I know everybody's situation is different. I know the whole world goes through a lot of things. But you do have a choice, and I'm just letting you know that everything is going to be okay. If you eat at home, you do chilling at home, you do some cleaning at home, all right? Food from the store. All right? Slash savings. You'll be fine. Oh, sure. I'm 100% sure that I know that this is an extra large Jets deep dish pizza. Oh, by gosh, by golly. That is something that I crave every now and then. Well, and make it a special occasion. I can totally have it. I can totally have it for a birthday. Gotta wait a whole year. You know how worth it that would be? Really testing your patience like that. Oh, like a lot of these things are an umbrella if you really think about it. All right, you eat at home, you're going to be doing some cooking, cook. You're going to be doing some creating with that. And the cooking at home allows you to do some creating. So not only could you be chilling at home, but you're also creating in your house as well. You're experiencing new avenues for yourself. And then there's cleaning your home, which is bettering your environment. I'm pretty sure everybody, especially as somebody who's in their 20s like I am, is thinking about chores that they have to do at home. Like not everybody in their 20s has it figured out. There's a lot of variables. We're all still figuring out life. It doesn't matter how old you are. But yeah, food from the store. That's another way of exploring things without an influential aspect to it. Like, listen, alright? We do not watch TV like we used to. Oh, yeah, there's a Chef Boyardee commercial that comes up. Can rolls and falls are all the way over at home. Danimals, Crush Cups, Go-Gurts, mac and cheese, goldfish, all these different things. We don't even watch that stuff anymore. So, a grocery store is not going to have as heavy as an influence on you besides like throwing a BOGO deal on you. you know. And you got to be careful with the BOGO deals. They'll get you. You have to budget. You got to budget for these things. And some of these things takes time and just takes patience. But guess what? You'll be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Calm. Whoa. That's a big one. That's a big one right there. Calm content. It's very hard. I feel like nowadays our phones are connected to us. I mean, even if they aren't, having an earbud in, phones in the pocket, having your phone on your watch, you know, like there's like being able to have your phone connected to your TV, social media, having a phone itself, having that kind of device is something that's very hard to separate yourself from. Is very hard to. So I think a way to help you detox from this, from being on it so much, is watching calm content. Watch something soothing. Watch something to ease you. Watch something that isn't gonna push you. I don't think that we explore this side of YouTube that much. We don't. I don't think that we do. It's very hard for some people to sit still. I know some grown-ups who can't even sit still. And what I mean by grown-ups, I mean my mom. um, Doing this is very hard for some people. Oh, that rush you get when you watch some body cam footages. Oh, there's some drama on the internet. Men are doing this, women are doing that. Oh my goodness. I'm getting all flustered. I want people to hear me. I want people to hear what I say. I want to start policing things. I want to start directing things. I want to start controlling everything. Well, you can't control everything. And trying to control things that are out of your control is not that simple. It's not that simple. What is simple is controlling things that are within your control, and letting go of the things that aren't. A great example of this, because I struggled trying to figure this out for the longest. I hope this finds the right person that was just like me. You cannot control like your eye color, okay? You can't. You can't control, how you were born into this world. You can't control that. You can't control that. You don't have control of another person. You don't have control of the traffic lights. What you do have control of is making sure that you are going to be okay and fine by simply focusing on yourself. What do you need to do to help yourself get to where you need to be first? Get you to where you need to be first. And then after where you are where you need to be, then you can start focusing on where you want to be.